meaning to make a video about this for a while, and then I was asked to, so might as well do it now. So for a week in July, I went to a LGBT leadership camp, and I was there for 7 days, 6 nights. And so I'm just gonna vaguely talk about my overall feelings on not like this specific camp, but just like LGBT camps in general and stuff. And my thoughts and feelings on attending one. I was presented with the opportunity to go. There's a few LGBT camps in Ontario, and all of them cost a lot of money, so they were not an option. I wanted to go to one last summer, but it wasn't in the cards financially, and I've got surgeries and stuff to put money towards, and putting money towards a camp wasn't really something I wanted to be doing. But this camp didn't cost anything, so I, said to my parents, like, hey, I'm going here this summer, and they're like, okay, sweet. So I just snuck in age-wise, since my birthday is later in the year, so I was the oldest camper there, which was interesting because I'm usually the youngest, or perceived to be the youngest, every LGBT place I go. So it was interesting being the oldest there, and not even like looking the youngest, but it was just kind of cool to interact with some people who are around my age and much younger than me, as opposed to interacting with people who are a lot older. And then being there, like, I honestly have never felt so comfortable and happy in my entire life. Like, that week was absolutely phenomenal. And I think that has to do with the time in my life that I went, and where I am emotionally and whatnot. I feel like if I went to a camp last summer, it just wouldn't have gone over as well, because I wasn't on T and wasn't as happy with my situation. But I think that this was the perfect transition from high school life to getting out into the real world, really, because I'm done high school, and it was nice to have this, closer to the beginning of the summer, and have this as like a last opportunity to really just enjoy myself as a kind of like a kid again, before I go out into the real world and find a real job and get all that stuff happening. So it was nice to just let loose and not have to stress about anything. I've been away from home for about 5 days, I think, before, when I was 13. But this is the longest I've ever been away from home. And I honestly, I didn't even think about home, really. I didn't really miss it. I didn't think about my computer. I didn't think about, the entire time I just let myself enjoy the moment, and I think that was really important. And I was thinking about the future as well while I was there. I was thinking about what am I going to do when I get back, but then also reminding myself that I'll worry about it when I get back. Right now is it's time to relax and meet some new people and really have a good time, before I take that next step in my life. And I met some really, really incredible people, and it was really nice to go to this new space where I didn't know any of these kids, and because it's been years since I've had that opportunity, and it was really nice to be on testosterone and meet people and then tell them about me rather than have it be obvious. And it just, I thought I was going to be a lot more stressed out, and I wasn't stressed at all. I've never been so calm in my life. I didn't have a single anxiety attack. I didn't have a single moment of what am I doing here. I didn't have a single moment of I want to go home. or, you know, anything like that. I just enjoyed my time there and had a really good time. And I got outside, which was important because I don't go outside a lot. But that really kicked off a summer of going out and enjoying myself outside, because it's been a while. Because when I got back, I just spent 7 days literally outside, almost 24/7, and coming home and being cooped up in the house just felt like I was stuck. So I had to go out and walk, and I've been really active this summer, and I think it was just really, really good for me to have that. And it just felt great to run again and just play games and do whatever else we were doing, and eat with a group of people, and like 7 days is a long time to be spending with a group of people. Spending 24/7 with these people, you really get close, you really get to know them, and it was just really, really nice to get to know some new people. I really needed that. Overall, like, I do not regret that at all. And the other thing too that I was surprised about, like, I really, really enjoyed my time there, and just on the way home, I wasn't sad to leave. It just felt right. It felt like that I spent my time there, and it's time to go home now. But it was just the perfect transition into, what's next for me, and I'm really, really glad I had that opportunity, and I'm really glad I went and took it, because I don't know, I just don't think I'd be in as good a place as I am right now if I hadn't done that. But all of it just felt right. I felt a little bit anxious on the way there, because that's a new place and whatnot, but the second I got there, I just kind of relaxed and let myself go, and let what happens happen. The last thing, I guess, would be my name. So my middle name legally is Grayson, and since I've been going by that for a long time, like a few years, a lot of the LGBT community in my area knows me as Grayson. They don't know me by my first name. And so what was really interesting to me was realizing how much I really like people calling me by my first name. Going to this place where people don't know that everyone calls me Grayson, and just calling me by my first name, and having that happening, I didn't really think about how much that would impact my mood, but it really did. I really, really enjoyed having people call me by my first name, and I just felt a lot better. So since I got back, I just joined some volunteer stuff that I've been doing for a while. So everyone there knows me as Grayson, and I just kind of recently said, hey, can you call me by my first name? Most of them didn't even know that I had a different name. So yeah, because Grayson to me is like my YouTube thing. It's kind of a trans thing, to be honest, because that was the name that I chose when I was starting my transition, and it's very important to me. It's very close to me. It's my middle name legally, and I don't ever want it to disappear. But right now, my closest friends call me Grayson still, and then YouTube, and that's, I think, how I want it. I don't really want to I want to meet new people and tell them my first name, because it feels so great to do that, to shake someone's hand and tell them your first name, and not have to be like, oh, what name should I say? So definitely that. Basically, just the whole camp experience has really, really helped me to figure myself out a little more, and just apply some of the things that I learned about myself there, apply them here back home. So if you are looking to get away, and you are, you know, presented with an opportunity to do something like this, I say take it, because worst comes to worst, you don't like it and you go home. But I mean, I had an absolute blast. So that's all I gotta say, I guess. So, like always, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions or video topics, let me know. If you'd like to donate to my top surgery fund, then message me and I'll send you my GoFundMe link. Or if you have somewhere that you would be able to spread the link where people will see it and be able to donate, then that's great too. Thank you for watching, and see ya. Nope.